See, the problem with so many of us, we have spiritual impediments. We're not able to speak what God says to speak. And can I tell you, what you say will determine how high you fly. What you say will determine how far you go. If you're always complaining about your situation, then your situation is going to stay right there. But if there anybody in here know that the way I speak is going to determine how I shall reign, and I need somebody in here right now, you're going through something and you're tired of complaining, and you just need to throw up your hands and say, Lord, do it for me right now. We got to learn how to speak some things into existence. The Bible said that we got to declare and decree. In other words, when you declare and decree, you stand on what you say. And I think I got some people in this house, you've gone through enough hell, but you can declare and decree that it's over right now. Can you just touch 3 people and say it's over? So how do we deal with stumbling blocks? Stumbling blocks are number one, they are self-inflicted, and then they are inflicted by other sources. Has anybody got any stumbling blocks? So here we are in Genesis chapter 37 is where we'll start with Joseph. Joseph was the son of Jacob. Now, can I tell you, Joseph had some issues because I believe because of where his family came from. Now, you know, Joseph had a lot of pressure on him because Joseph's father was Jacob. You all remember Jacob, right? Jacob, the man who wrestled with God, wrestled with the angel. He said, I'm not going to let you go until you bless me. We're climbing Jacob's ladder. This was his daddy. And then his father was Isaac. His granddaddy was Isaac. And then his great-granddaddy was Abraham. So Joseph comes from this family that had a lot of history. And what's interesting to me in this story about Joseph is that the Bible said that Joseph had some brothers. And there is a lot of things that we do, brothers and sisters, when we come from a large family. There are a lot of stumbling blocks that we cause on our own. Do I got some help in here? In Genesis chapter 37 verse 3, look what it said. It said, now Israel, who is Jacob, Israel means Jacob, loved Joseph more than all of his children because he was the son of his old age, and he made him a coat of many colors. Now understand, Jacob, his father, had Joseph. Joseph was the last of the family, the last of the boy. Now, Jacob, the Bible says, loved Joseph more than he loved all of his other children. So much so that he gave him a fur coat and didn't give the other children anything. For Christmas, they woke up. The other kids went to the tree. And all they had under the tree was some cars. But Joseph had a fur coat. Had a fur coat. He loved him more than others. And the reason they say he loved him because Jacob was 91 when he had Joseph. He was way past menopause. Really, he was at menostop. But God gives him this boy, Joseph. And the Bible said that Jacob loved Joseph more than the other parents. You better be careful when you start showing favoritism to one child over the other. I can't get no help tonight. You better be careful because I've discovered that a lot of the seed that we sow in our children's early age will manifest in their old age. You wonder why your child is selfish now. You got to look at what kind of seeds you were sowing when they were growing up. You better be careful when you start favoring one over the other. Tell somebody you better be careful. Now I understand that all of our children, we got to love every one of them equally. But can I tell you, I say no to the fact when people say that you got to treat everybody the same way. You can't treat everybody the same way because everybody's not the same. You got to treat them fair though, but you can't treat them the same. But be careful. Tell your neighbor, be careful. So here Joseph tells his brothers this dream he had. Now can I say to you in verse 7 of Genesis chapter 37, it said that Joseph had told them this dream, and now the brothers respond to the dream. He said, we were out in the field gathering bundles of wheat, and all of a sudden my bundle stood straight up, and your bundle circled around it and bowed down to mine. This is Joseph telling his brothers about his dream. And isn't it amazing, when I looked at this, I said Joseph was really bragging about his stuff.
Yeah.
See, we give Joseph too much credit. Joseph had some issues here. He comes from a family where his father is shown favoritism to him. And can I tell you, it has caused some animosity among the other brothers. You don't believe me? Because I'm right here. Look what it says. Look what it says in verse 8. It says, after he tells his dream, Genesis 37, verse 8, his brothers responded, so you think you will be king over us? Really? That's what you own? You think that you're going to be my leader because of your dream? And the Bible said that they hated him. Your Bible say that? It said that they hated him. Now, the reason Joseph is so jacked up is because after they told him that they hated him, the Bible said that he told them another dream.